Hello everybody, I'm Justin.
And I'm Nick.
And we are Fantasy Football in the Zone. So now that Week 10 is officially here, it all started with the Thursday night game, and the Minnesota Vikings pulled off a big win against the Washington Redskins, and the final score was 34-27. The Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Green Bay Packers with the final score of 27-13. And with Aaron Rodgers being out for 4 to 6 weeks, I don't think any quarterback right now, whether it's Scott Tolzien, Matt Flynn, Teddy Wallace, I don't think anybody has good value
and
right
I think that hurts Jordy Nelson's and James Jones'
But it
value.
definitely helps Eddie Lacy, and he's getting so many carries, and nobody really could stop him, and his value right now is going through the roof. The Jacksonville Jaguars got their first win of the season and defeated Tennessee Titans with the final score of 29-27. And Jake Locker got injured, and when he was healthy, he played pretty well. And if you had him as a quarterback too, I mean, he's out for the season. You're gonna have to look somebody else. The Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Buffalo Bills, and C.J. Spiller had a disappointment, but Big Ben denied any trade rumors that he was going anywhere else, and he wanted to stay a Pittsburgh Steeler.
I think he's going to stay a Steeler for the rest of his
career. The New York Giants defeated the Oakland Raiders 24-20, and the game I want to talk about is the St. Louis Rams game. They defeated the Indianapolis Colts in a blowout, 38-8. And yeah, it was a huge upset. I thought the Colts were going to win that game. And Trent Richardson hasn't done anything for you. But this game, we definitely saw a breakout in the rookie Tavon Austin, who was a first-round pick for the Rams. And he had 3 total touchdowns, a punt return. He had 2 receiving touchdowns. He had 138 yards, and he didn't have a lot of catches, but he's an explosive player, and he had 2 big passes, and he had a big game for you. And I think in a keeper league, I think he could be a nice keeper. The Seattle Seahawks defeated the Falcons, and the Falcons, they haven't really done anything for you. But the Seattle Seahawks, we have big news on Percy Harvin, and he should play this week. And if you don't have him, go pick him up. And if you do, he could be a nice start for you this week. The Baltimore Ravens defeated the Bengals, and A.J. Green had that touchdown, the Hail Mary off a tipped pass. Even though they went to overtime and lost, Bengal fans weren't happy, but A.J. Green owners definitely were. The Lions defeated the Bears 21-19, and Jake Cutler being hurt, Josh McCown looked pretty good when he was starting, and I think he could be a nice start for you this week if your quarterback's hurt or in a 2-quarterback league. A game that really didn't have a lot of fantasy value is the Carolina Panthers defeated the 49ers 10-9, and Cam Newton and Kaepernick were both disappointments
Talk about disappointments in that game. Vernon Davis, Colin Kaepernick, Cam Newton.
Yeah, but Carolina's defense, they've
been shut down.
Yeah, they've been so good for you and a great pickup. The Arizona Cardinals defeated the Texans 27-24. And do you think Carson Palmer has any value?
I think he's only a desperation quarterback too. Other than that, he shouldn't be on your roster.
The Denver Broncos defeated the Chargers 28-20. And Wes Welker, he didn't have a good game at all, but I'm not worried with him.
Yeah.
The Saints blew out the Cowboys 49-17, and another disappointment was Tony Romo. But Mark Ingram saw a couple of touches, and I think he could be a nice waiver wire pickup for you. Kenny Stills also. But they had 40 first downs and over 600 yards. Yeah, NFL records. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeated the Dolphins 22-19.
They also got their first win.
Yeah, Mike James got hurt, and a guy who saw a lot of targets was Leonard, the backup, and Rainey. Do you think these guys have any value?
I think if Mike James can't play the next game, they'll be in a rotation, so I don't think either of them have much value.
Let's go to some waiver wire moves. We already told you some, but let's give us some more.
I like Ryan Fitzpatrick as a quarterback too, and I also like
Riley Cooper
and Nick Foles.
And I said I like Josh McCown. I also said that I liked Josh McCown. I also said Kenny Stills and Mark Ingram could be a nice pickup for you. And Timothy Wright didn't have a big game, but if he's on your waiver wire, pick him up because there's not too many good tight ends out there.
Another 2 running backs I like is Shane Vereen and Andre Brown.
Yeah, Andre Brown
coming off injuries.
But now that the most leagues, the trade deadline is in 10 days. Excuse me. Give me somebody you should trade for.
I think you should trade for Wes Welker. The owner in your league might be willing to. You might be able to buy low on him.
But a guy I like is Eddie Lacy. Like we said, his value's going through the roof, and he's just getting so many carries and targets, even when Aaron Rodgers is healthy, and even when he's not, he's obviously going to see more targets. But I'm going to give you another guy, and I like C.J. Spiller. He has a great matchup going on, and you're probably going to could probably get him not giving up too much.
One guy that I'd trade away, two guys that I'd trade away is Trent Richardson and Jordy Nelson. I don't like the quarterback situation with Jordy Nelson, and Trent Richardson hasn't done anything.
The guy I would trade, I was gonna say Trent Richardson, but I also don't like Roddy White. You probably got him as a quarterback too, but
you made a wide receiver too.
Yeah, wide receiver too, but he hasn't really done anything all year for you. And I don't like him going forward with Harry Douglas, and they haven't really done anything all year, and you probably can't wait around for him to get 100% healthy. And that's it for now. Like this video, leave a comment,
and follow us on Twitter at FF in the Zone.
And ask us some questions.
Thank you.